Good morning, everyone. Day 47 for me, back on trail. Had my resupply day in Marion yesterday, which was fantastic. Slept really well. Shared a room with Skittles, so that was fun. And went out to dinner. Just a really good time. And the Mary Hiker Hostel does a really great job taking care of people, and they're not too crazy about rules and things like that. So it's nice. It's really nice. So highly recommend the Mary Hiker Hostel on trail. Otherwise, I'm starting today and thrilled about it. There's a restaurant, there's a Mexican restaurant, there's like a Exxon gas station, there's all kinds of stuff. So it's not straight up hiking on all these rocks that I'm hiking on right now the whole time. So anyway, so that should be cool. And just wanted to say good morning. Let's get her started. Let's do this. That one's for you, Ange. I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody who watches my videos. I'm sure it's not always easy, and there's probably a whole lot of, boring moments and laughing at me kind of moments and that sort of thing. But I'll tell you, it's nice when you post a video, you let 4 people know, and then you go to bed and you wake up in the morning and somehow 30 people have watched it. That to me, like, it's really cool that you guys are interested in me, and I really thank you. From what I understand, I got a whole family watching me, so a shout out to Dwayne Sibbs. You owe him breakfast, by the way. But I just, again, wanted to say hey and thank you, and, I'll keep it up as long as people keep watching. I appreciate it. Be well, everyone. Are you wondering how Virginia is treating me? Look at this. Who doesn't want to hike in this? All right, noontime check. Now, bear in mind, I didn't start till 8:30. 8.6 miles. Train's been fine. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going as fast as normal. I don't know. Just, that's all right. What are you going to do, right? Okay, do you hear that? Wow, is it loud? Boy, it seems like there's a lot of power kicking from this baby. You kind of wish there was a place to plug in and charge all your stuff real quick. I don't see one though, I gotta be honest. Check out the one-room schoolhouse. How great is that? They have restrooms, they have a logbook, they have hand sanitizer, and they have trail magic. Let's see. Look at that. Oh. Further update, I needed to look behind the door. There is trail magic. There's, oh my Lord. Toothpaste, Band-Aids, hydrocortisone, toothbrushes, all that good stuff. And some little snacky bars. That was really nice. Maintained by the Sunny Hills Community Church. Thank you all. And I don't think I said that one-room schoolhouse was the Settlers. It's right next to the Settlers Museum of Southwest Virginia. They had bathrooms, apparently a museum. I figured it's a Sunday, it's probably not open. It was like 30 feet, you know, and who can spare 30 feet? So I didn't even bother to check. What are you gonna do, right? I don't need everything. There's some exciting things on the trail ahead. So I don't need to like go in the first museum I see. Sweetwater Restaurant. Yes, indeed. I made it. So what am I eating today for supper on the trail? Pulled pork sandwich, lasagna, macaroni and cheese, carrots, there's macaroni salad, a roll, potatoes. And for tonight, I won't have supper. I'll just eat this giant cinnamon roll. So what am I eating today for supper on the trail? Pulled pork sandwich, lasagna, macaroni and cheese, carrots, there's macaroni salad, a roll, potatoes. And for tonight, I won't have supper. I'll just eat this giant cinnamon roll. Okay, so it turns out it's not easy to hike after you've eaten a pulled pork sandwich, macaroni and cheese, pasta salad, cooked carrots, a roll, lasagna. I feel like I might be missing something. I ate all that and started hiking. Not so easy on the gut. Let's see, it's 87 degrees on a full gut, but I have sweet tea. And it's the most delicious thing ever. So then I leave and I start hiking cow pastures. You can see behind me, right? I'm at another fence to keep the cows in. But right before I get to this pasture, I hear a woman say, "Could I get you something cold to drink?" And I look over and there's a woman that has a cooler full of Coke and all kinds of sodas. So guess who has a Coke to drink tonight with the cinnamon roll? This girl. Some days you just kind of should absolutely 1,000% be on trail, right? Today could be one of those. Oh. Guess what I just stumbled into, having no idea that this was coming. I'm a quarter of the way there. Do you see this? I'm a quarter of the way there. Yes! Okay. It's day 47, and I will show you where I have camp, which I have not set up. I just went and got my water. Sorry. Passed another hiker. Anyway. The unfortunate part about this site is no cell phone service. Wah, wah, wah. But I hiked far enough today. And, you know, yeah. Okay. So, this is a beautiful flat campsite. Pros and cons. Pro, flat, beautiful trees. I can hang bear bags. There's all kinds of stuff here. Cons, flat, beautiful, will attract others. What are you gonna do? And no cell phone service. But I'm gonna start getting... So I guess this is me putting my hammock up. You can see me putting my tree strap up and looking above me to see, oh wait, are there any deadfalls that may or may not potentially kill me overnight? Doesn't look like I saw any, so I put 2 tree straps up and connecting my carabiners to the tree straps. Looks like that's gonna work out pretty all right. Okay, just took off the snake skins, unwinding everything. Woohoo, there's a hammock, look at that. Wait a second, where did I go? Oh, okay, I'm coming back. I've got 2 different bungees on the hammock, one on the front and one on the back. Those are more like a shock cord than anything else. This is the tarp. The tarp actually clips too. It's just triangle clips that clip onto a part of the hammock, so I never have to actually tie the tarp to a tree whatsoever. It actually connects to the hammock. That way it's in a perfect position. And then each corner of the tarp has each side on each, there's a front of the tarp and a back of the tarp. There are 2 tie downs, both on the front and 2 on the back. And that's what I'm connecting now. Typically when I'm getting set up, I just connect the back and then push the front over, like kind of behind it while I'm putting everything inside of it. And that's probably what I'll do here, but I don't know. So that's just me putting my hammock up, and so you can see how kind of quick and easy that is. 7.5 minutes it took. So that's not too bad at all. Okay, so this is my bed setup. This is an 1/8-inch foam pad from Gossamer Gear that you can see has been taped and loved in every way. This is the Thermarest, I don't know, whatever pillow that isn't an air pillow. It is actually a pillow. It just kind of like folds down to nothing. It's the most comfortable thing ever. I don't like air pillows. But this is my air mattress, and it's blow-up sack. So I'll try to record how that works. So I guess we'll start with what is it? It's an Exped Ultra 3RM, I guess medium, mummy, some kind of something. Right, okay, and there are 2 valves up top, an in valve and an out valve. We want to put air in, so we're going to use that. And this is the pump sack. So the theory is blowing air into your air mattress leaves moisture from your air, from your breath, which then leaves mold. So this is supposed to avoid that. So just as there's the in there, there's this section here of the pump sack. You pop that into that one. Okay, and now we're just going to get air in this bag. So Must be it. Good morning. It's day 48. Set off in a rhododendron alley, I guess. So, just wanted to say hi. Today's a lot of elevation. I think 5,000 feet in total. That's a lot of going up, but we get through it little by little. And this is how we start. Good morning. Notice I was not bold. I did not start cold. I got my long sleeve on. By the time I have to pee for the first time, I'll take it off. Have a great day. All right. I know, I'm a quarter way there. I just passed the quarter way hostel. I certainly don't need anything. My pack is heavy enough. Sorry, let me get off of this. All right, day 47, I think. Maybe it's 48. One of those. Time check. It's 12:19, and I've done 10.3 miles. A little slower today. A lot of elevation gain. That's all right, I'll take it. Hope you're doing well. We got, some frogs. And a whole bunch of tadpoles. Already hatched. First river fording. The bridge got washed out a couple years ago, so it's kind of advertised on Far Out as, your first real river ford. Fortunately for me, wasn't too rough. I did take advantage and took my pack off, took my shoes off, put my Crocs on, walked across and stood in the middle of it. Let my feet kind of chill a little bit. But then on the other side, there's all these butterflies. Aren't they cute? 19.9 miles today. That's what I did. Not 20, 19.9. Why? Because where I landed, this site actually has a water source. So I just found out it's supposed to rain from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. tomorrow, and then all day Wednesday the next day. So, it's time to put that new raincoat to use. Got to set up tonight to prepare for a rain when I'm sleeping overnight. So that's pretty exciting. Got to do that. I'll be back. Hey, wishing everyone a good night. I'm just hanging in my hammock, ready to go, ready for sleep. It's probably 7:30. Got my bear bag hung out there. There's a couple people that sort of joined where I'm at. Everybody knows it's going to rain tomorrow, and so we're kind of hunkered down, ready for that. And we'll see how it goes. Take care. Have a good night. Bye. So while I'm in my hammock, I do the ABCs to stretch out my ankles. That was an A, B. Do that a couple of times. Ooh, C, C. Hear that clicking? D. Ooh. G. Morning, day 49. It's kind of raining. Just prior to 5 a.m. I rescued my bear bag. My food bag. off the tree before it started to rain. Radiator and Uncrustable. And I'm just kind of hanging. Good morning, everyone. Morning. All right, day 49. Thunder, lightning, rain. Had all of it last night. Well, really, this morning, starting at 3 a.m. The thunder prompted me awake. And I hopped out of my tent thinking, ooh, I'll beat the rain quick. And went to pee and thought, maybe I'll rescue my food bag from the trees. No bear's gonna be out at 3 o'clock in the morning during thunder, lightning, and rainstorm thinking, I'm gonna get that hiker's food. My opinion, maybe I'm wrong. So as opposed to my bear bag getting soaking wet, climbed up into the woods and tore it out of the tree that I put it in last night. And laid there in my hammock and thought, peanut butter and jelly. I mean, who couldn't go for peanut butter? So during a lightning storm, I ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich last night. Well, like I said, again, I guess it was this morning. I must say, it was pretty fantastic. Got all packed up. Everything's cool. All my stuff worked, stayed dry, stayed, the way it should. The only thing that's wet is my tarp, and guess what? That's supposed to be wet. Needed cleaned anyway. So made it through that one. Today should be fine. Got to put in a lot of miles, and I guess the water carries are like 10 miles apart. So there's that. There's always a challenge of the day in some way or another. But tomorrow it's supposed to rain all day. I don't know about all night. I don't know about any of that, but everybody's saying all day, so that'll be another one. Yay, good morning. Okay, this is a dry section, but not to worry because Donnie Duck Shuttle left a water cache for us on VA 623. Thanks, Donnie. All done for the day. 15, I don't know, almost close to 16 miles, whatever. I just wanted to tell a story. So I don't know if I told the story of when I was in Hot Springs. I went to do my laundry. I was staying in a place called Elmer's, historic something. Said it had laundry. It didn't. He wanted you to call a number of a guy that was down the road, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up paying $5 for my laundry that got mixed in with this other girl's laundry and some guy's laundry and blah, 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 blah. So long story short, this girl and I had walked down to Elmer's. Our laundry got mixed in together. It was just like a nice thing, whatever. I didn't make a big deal out of it. I paid. No big deal. So I'm walking along the trail today and I hear, "Wood chips? Is that you?" And I look over and I see that girl, but I can't quite place where I knew her from. And she says, "Would you like a beer?" And so she gave me this giant, Miller Lite. And it was like the most fabulous thing ever. So it's like one good deed came back around for me. And I just wanted to share that. And I thought it was great. So there you go. See, good stuff happens on the trail all the time. That's it. Good morning, day 50. I woke up and it started raining, and it's been raining ever since. There's a little break in the rain now, so I thought I could pull out my phone, start recording, and say good morning. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm hiking on the AT, I guess. That's obvious. Couple miles up the road here, there's some kind of an outpost that sells food, which is great because I need some. And then it closes at 2, so I got a bus butt to be there. And then, I don't know, rest of the day deal with the rain. Tonight deal with the rain. Tomorrow at some point, I'm going to get to a grocery store called Trent's Grocer. So that'll be good because I do need to do a resupply. I have kind of no breakfast left. Well, no Carnation Instant Breakfast. I do have one, I think, Uncrustable left. I have one, maybe 2 supper meals. 2. And I need some snacks. So that's a priority. Trying to stay away from hostels for a little bit. I hear that there's Noro. I heard in front and behind us. So, which tells you that if there's Noro in front of you and behind you, it's also where you're at. Noro's a real bummer, and it stays on surfaces. It doesn't die when it dries. Hangs out and lingers for like 2 weeks. So, trying to stay away from shelters and anything that's being touched by anyone else. So, that's the deal. I'll check in with you later. Bye. All right, we're still at day 50. There's the trail ahead of me. And there's the trail behind me. Found the outpost, had a burger, had some fries. It was all right. It was almost like they don't want you hikers in there kind of a situation. Also packed out a grilled cheese sandwich and some chicken fingers for tonight and a Mountain Dew. What was really nice was I got to call home and kind of catch up on things, and that was great. Raining off and on here still today, but we're getting through this thing. Happy day 50 for me, and I hope you're all doing well. Take care. Yeah, hi. You don't have to be afraid of me. Yeah, there's a lot of you where I come from. Yeah, let me see. Hi. Tell the YouTube crowd, hey. Yeah? Hi there. Yes, look at you. Look at you. Hungry dear. Yeah. He or she is 10 feet away at most. Yeah, aren't you? You're not afraid at all, are you? Good for us. Good for us, huh? I'm wood chips. How cool is that? Hey, just walking along day 50, kind of reflecting. I'm remembering I'm hiking towards the 600-mile mark. I think I'm like 3 miles from it. And you go, 600 miles. That's a lot. Recently, I passed by the quarter-way mark. And there's like a quarter-way hostel, and there's all these reminders that that's how far you are. And now I'm like, quarter-way, I'm at 600 miles, 6, 12, 18, 24. Well over a quarter-way. And I remember when I was in a place, had to have been Hot Springs. I don't know. I was in a gas station and I was checking out, and I looked up and they had that long map of VAT, that vertical map, and kind of had one of those arrows and said like, you are here, and it was quite low on the map. And I went, oh, wow, that's kind of all the further I went. And the woman said something along the lines of, oh, you're 12% of the way there. And I swear to all of you, in that very moment, I almost puked. 12%. And so now I'm over double that. And I'll admit, it's starting to feel real. At the beginning, it's kind of like you're going through the motions and just waiting for something awful to happen that's going to ruin this whole thing. And everybody says, oh, hi, are you a thru hiker? And there's always, for me, there's always just been this like, I mean, that's the plan, that's the goal, Quarter away of almost 2,200 miles is pretty all right, I think. So, I don't know, I feel good. I feel good about that today. And I just thought I'd share. And again, wanted to thank everyone for kind of watching this silliness with me and keeping up and caring. And some of you comment, and some of you, like and do all that stuff. And you care when I get text all the time, hey, when's a new video coming out? And I can't tell you how great that makes me feel that people care. So thank you for staying on this journey with me. and supporting me. I appreciate it. Take it easy. And where are we going? Ta-da! Yes! "600 miles. See that? Whoa, yeah! Okay. Let's see what we got here. This section of the trail is maintained by the Roanoke ATC, and I thank you for your efforts. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's make sure we got the right stuff moving here. Okay, so northbound is the direction I'm heading. Jenny Knob Shelter is definitely where I'm going to stop and check stuff out. Not that I'm a shelter person, but I am a space that has water and a dry area person. State route, okay, back there. Yeah, all right, cool, we're doing it. This is the indoor clothesline. Bra and socks and shirt, underwear, me. Good morning. It's day 51 for me. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. I woke up wide awake, decided, well, may as well get up and get some night hiking in. Weather is gorgeous. Can't complain. So I wanted to show you what that was like. Time check, 3 o'clock in the morning. 3:10 actually. Good morning, everyone. Nothing like a road walk at night. Love it. All right, how about 7 miles by 7 o'clock? That's all right. Took off at 10 after 3, and my headlamp died on me because I'm a bonehead and didn't check it. Didn't charge it, just assumed that it would be fine. So I had to take about a half hour, 45 minutes, about 4 o'clock in the morning to charge it. But that's cool. Here I am, walking down to Trent's Grocery, which is a gas station that also I guess you can camp at. My goal is to... Oh shit. Sorry, car. Traffic. My goal is to get a couple resupply things, but ultimately I gotta charge my stuff. So that's what I'm trying to do. See y'all. Hey everybody. Sitting outside at Trent's Grocery, which is really a gas station. I've been charging my big charging block for over 3 hours now. Still don't have 3/4 charged, so I'm trying. But if I do it this way, it kind of saves me from having to go to a hostel, having to pay money, having to deal with possibly getting norovirus or anything else that's happening. So just kind of trying to take advantage of a open outside outlet when I can find one. So that's what's happening. Hope you're having a great day. Bye. All right, so 12:34. I did 10.5 miles. Bear in mind, I started hiking at 3 o'clock this morning, and I hiked to a gas station where I sat for 4 hours trying to charge my items. So, all in all, 10.5 miles by noon 30. Not bad. All right, let me fix my hair. I am done for the day. Day 51. Look at the pond behind me. How could I pass this up? I am set up right there, that far away from it. 15, I don't know, maybe 16 miles today. I don't know who's counting. It started at 3 a.m. So I'm going to take a nap, and then I'll wake up about 5 and figure out what I gotta do. Eat, maybe. Hi, everyone. Okay, so yes, I'm using the pond water as a water source. However, I'm going to put 2 of those Aqua Mirror, whatever they are, tabs in it. And my bag will get yellow once again. Here's how you handle not sticking your fingers in your mouth when norovirus is a concern. Smash up your chips. And then use your phone. That way you're not sticking your grubby fingers in the chip bag and then in your mouth. Okay. Just wanted to point out again, I am sitting in my hammock, and this is my campsite tonight. I think that's my bullfrog. It has to be one of the top campsites that I've come across thus far. And unless like the creature of the Blue Lagoon comes out of that pond, I think it's going to be a pretty great night. All right, good morning, day 52. You like this? This is my getup today because it is cold. It is my son's birthday. Happy birthday, Dylan! So I'm just kind of getting a late start. I was able to talk to him this morning, which is fantastic. And it, like I said, it's cold, so I'm just kind of taking my time. Can't go more than 18 miles today because tomorrow I need to go into town, charge my stuff, do a resupply, that whole thing. And that town road, closest road to town, is 18 miles away. So I can't hike all of that and get into town and do my stuff today. So I got to split it up. So less than 18 today. That's not so bad. I can do this. Good morning, everyone. Happy day to you all. What does it say? Does it say camp? All right, there's the Ribble Trail. They've turned it to Nancy and Dale Gribble, which is very cute. There's some water. There's a bench. But I'm intrigued. What is that? I was just thinking about today being 51 days out here. I haven't driven in 51 days. That's insanity. I guess there's a lot of things I haven't done in 51 days if you think about it. Might be a little homesick today, I don't know. I'm missing stuff. Not driving, but people, hugs, kisses, love, all that stuff. Just emotional because it's my son's birthday, I guess. It's a good day, don't get me wrong. It's a good day. It's just, hi. All right, here's where we at. I came from the Wapiti shelter, a little bit below that. I did not stay in the shelter. And I'll be going to Pearisburg, US 100-ish. I'm gonna stop just short of that. So that way I can get there tomorrow first thing. Find myself to a grocery store, get some resupply. Find myself to an open outlet that I can sit at for hours. And that'll be the plan. So that's where I'm at today. Probably only did 10 miles today. It's close to 1. Taking things a little slower. So this is the Pearisburg Cliffs in Virginia. Look at those clouds. They don't even look real. And I guess that's the town I'll be heading to tomorrow, Pearisburg. All right, end of day 51. I only hiked, 16 miles today. Gonna get myself into town tomorrow, which is, 2 or maybe even 3 miles down the trail, and then I think like a mile off trail. I gotta do a road walk, get into town, charge up again, do a resupply. I have next to no food, so I got to do that and kind of see how that goes. This will be. Yes, I do want an ooey gooey butter cake. Who doesn't? Morning, day 52. It is, well, you can't see it, probably 34 degrees. It's cold. I am not bold. I did not start cold. I mean, I've got my puffy coat on. I've got my sweater on. I've got 2 buffs on. I'm wearing my gloves. It's cold. Heading into town today. Got to resupply. Got to get some charge on all my battery stuff. And I have no reservations. The plan was to get in and get out, so we'll see how that works. All right, made it out of the woods, walking down the road to Pearisburg. Pearisburg, Virginia is where I'm headed. Can't wait. Okay, so I decided to stay the night in Pearisburg. And this is my room. And I'm drying my sweater on the heater because it cannot go in the dryer. I've got laundry in. This motel has laundry for $2.50 wash, $2.50 a dry, and then I paid another $1 for a baggie of laundry detergent. Oh, whatever. So drying out my Tyvek. My pack is here, making sure everything's cool there, drying everything out. I've got some stuff to do, some intensive repair. So for my hands, I have blisters on both hands here in the middle from my trekking poles. My feet and just kind of my face has just been so dirty. It's because I haven't showered. Got to trim my toenails and fingernails. This is my clean laundry that I've already done. I'm in the process of taking care of my food bag. Okay, and I'm just making sure that my quilt is able to dry out as much as possible and be nice and soft and good for me for tomorrow. So I'm laying that out. This is my resupply. I have not taken care of that yet. Everything obviously has to be taken out of its boxes, put in bags, all that good kind of stuff, and then put in my food bag, which is right there. So that all has to be done. This is my personal care kind of stuff. I had to buy some super glue because I don't know if I mentioned, I think I did, my new topos are breaking down on the bottom. I was able to get a warranty kind of request in today, so we'll see what happens with that. In my fridge, I've got some fruit and some cream cheese dip because I crave fruit like you wouldn't believe. A couple Blue Moon beers, sweet tea from Hardee's, and a Starbucks double shot for tomorrow morning. So I did my dishes. These are the things that I have to clean every now and again. My bag that I drink from every day and put drink mixes in. My water bottle. This is my titanium pot that I cook in, and my cup that if I make like coffee or some kind of drink in there. So there's those. This is kind of how my hairbrush, toothpaste, cooking kind of stuff that I was just cleaning out. I do have to back flush my water filter, which is here. And check it out, I'm gonna get a shower, maybe even a bath. I can't wait. So, hotel life. Oh, also, just kind of my air mattress, its blow up bag, my puffy, my hammock, just kind of letting stuff, everything is charging, just letting stuff breathe, charge, do what it needs to do. That's all.